What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim Sports Talk. And today we're talking about the Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, Milwaukee Bucks versus the Atlanta Hawks. And first off, Trae Young was incredible last night. Now, he did have a little bit of a slow fourth quarter because he missed a bunch of long threes, but man, 48 points. He absolutely killed it. He did make some clutch free throws down the stretch for the team to win this game. And he was clearly the MVP of the game. He almost had a double-double, I believe. I think it was like 9 assists after. No, he did have a double-double. 11 assists, 48 points. Incredible game. He has 50% shooting, only 4 for 13 from 3, 10 for 12 from the free throw line. Love what Trae Young did. But this game comes down to coaching. And Mike Budenholzer is clearly the reason why they lost this game, okay? They were down by 1 with 29.8 seconds left, and you had this box score right now. You had Drew Holiday, who's shooting well over 50%, 5 for 12 from 3, 33 points on the night. You have Giannis, 14 of 25, same field goal percentage, with 34 points. Their pick and roll game was fantastic throughout the night. Fantastic. Okay? So, you're down by 1 with 30 seconds to go. What play are you drawing up? I was saying at the time, this is obvious two-man game, Drew Holiday, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Get everybody else out the way and let them work their magic. Come set a pick from Giannis. Drew Holiday gets inside. He was making the mid-range jumper all night. Or he can alley-oop it to Giannis. Boom, you have a 1-point lead. Let's move on with our lives. No. Who does he draw the play up for? Chris Middleton, who's 6 for 23 on the night. 0 for 9 from 3. And that's the player who ends up with the ball. He passes it then to Pat Connaughton, who airballs a 3. So you have two guys with 30-plus points on the night who are absolutely crushing it, who don't touch the ball on the final meaningful possession. That's just play one, okay? And it was an inbound play, so play design. That was Mike Budenholzer setting up Chris Middleton, and Drew Holiday was the inbounder. Why is he not the guy? Chris Middleton should be the inbounder. Drew Holiday should be getting it. Two-man game with Giannis. Come on. So that's just mistake 1. Mistake 2. Now you had to foul Trae Young because he airballed a 3 and you didn't get you got a turnover instead. So you fouled Trae Young with 17 seconds left. Trae Young makes both free throws, so now you're down by 3. Now you get into Drew Holiday. You don't set a pick at all with Giannis. Giannis stays under the basket the whole time. He has to pass it to Forbes. Forbes gives it back to Drew Holiday. No movement's going on. Nobody's coming to set a pick for Drew. All of a sudden, Drew has to just throw it inside to Giannis. Giannis gets fouled immediately with 7 seconds or 5 seconds, I believe it was. Now so they wasted 12 seconds to try to get a situation where they didn't even move the ball at all to get a 3-point opportunity to try to tie this game. Or if you want a 2-point bucket, you got to make a quick 2-point bucket, hoping they missed a free throw on the other end. No, they waste 12 seconds. Giannis gets it inside, then he gets fouled and has to go to the line for 2 shots. Terrible, 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 terrible. Then on the final play, he makes the 2 free throws. You got Trae Young, who then makes the 2 free throws to get it back up to 3. They do get it to Chris Middleton, but they don't set a pick for him at all. Chris Middleton has to jack up a wild 3 with the 4 seconds left, and he misses the 3. Game over. They lose 116 to 113. Meanwhile, Nick McMillan, the head coach for Atlanta, did everything correctly. He was substituting beautifully. He pulled Trae Young out on defense. He was giving the big people on defense, big people to try to get in there on the rebounds. Then he was using his timeouts beautifully, bringing back Trae Young, bringing back in Kevin Huerter, bringing back in people that not necessarily the greatest defenders, but can get you the points on the other end. And then also, what does he draw up is freaking Trae Young, when they're down by 1, is attacking the basket. Trae Young ends up missing the free throw. Clint Capella gets the rebound, offensive rebound, puts it back. Beautiful. That's how you do it. And it was quick, concise, and that's how they took the lead with 29.8 seconds, is a Clint Capella rebound and putback with Trae Young, who has 40 44 points at the time, attacking the bucket to try to win this game. Nate McMillan did everything correct. Meanwhile, in the last 30 seconds, Mike Budenholzer did everything wrong, and that is the problem with the Bucks, and that's why I picked the Hawks, and I'm still picking the Hawks to win this series. It's head coaching. First of all, the Hawks are fantastic. Like, they're a solid basketball team. I'm not going to hype them up too much, but they're a really good basketball team. Trae Young is absolutely phenomenal. Of course, I like John Collins. He was all over the offensive rebounds. He got 5 offensive rebounds, and he probably got 10 points off those offensive rebounds. He did great. Then you have Kevin Huerter, who I think he's an awesome player. He had a little off night tonight, 1 for 6, but he had 27 in the closeout game last week, or last series rather. So this team is really, really good. But honestly, the Bucks are probably objectively better. Except for one big problem that I hate about this team. Giannis is a guy that wants to attack the basket and get inside. He's not a three-point shooter. He's not really a shooter at all, so he wants to attack and get to the basket, right? So why wouldn't you surround a guy like that with a bunch of three-point shooters? Instead, you got Pat Connaughton 0 for 4, Forbes 1 for 3, P.J. Tucker is not a three-point shooter, Drew Holiday was 5 for 12, that's good. Chris Middleton, the only guy that really you feel really comfortable shooting the ball, is 0 for 9. I wish that Giannis was on a team like Miami with Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, Goran Dragic, these guys that could really shoot the heck out of the basketball. Giannis would have a field day on that kind of a team. I just hate the Bucks organization right now watching these playoffs, that they're not putting their team in the best situation. Their coach is not good enough, in my opinion, and you could look up other YouTube videos. I wasn't sure what the other people were thinking about, but other people are also criticizing Budenholzer for much of the past, too. This is not just a recent thing. And it was on full display last night in Game 1. So, anyway, that's my thoughts on the games. Good for Trae Young. Good for Atlanta Hawks. I'm glad they got the victory. They pulled one out on the road. Very tough in the playoffs. But Budenholzer's got to be so much better. But he's been there for so long, I don't know if we're going to see a change. But you guys let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Also in the description below, there's a Discord link. Hop in our Discord and come talk some sports with us. And last but not least, there are donation links in the description below. If you feel so kind, you can donate to the channel. Hawks winning this series, I'm going to say in 6. Let's go on to the next one. And until next time, see ya!